Hi everyone, this is Kara Hubble from Enterprise Data Services, and in this video I'm going to walk through the attendance tab of the Student Progress Monitoring dashboard. So this first tab you'll see has a few different visuals as well as a table with student data. Let's start with the table. You'll see the student ID, the student's name, the course in which they are enrolled, the class period when they take that course, their school day attendance. On your version, you'll see this column called something different. We called it SAR, which is State Attendance Reporting originally, because as people who report to the state, that's how we call it. But we found out quickly that that's not what teachers call it, so we changed the name. So this is the school day attendance. So if a student attends at least 50% of the school day, they're considered present. And if they don't attend 50%, so they attend less than 50%, then they're considered absent. So each day is present or absent, and then we count the percentage of present days out of the total expected days, and that's their school day attendance. So this particular student, Abigail Reed, which is a pretend student in English Language Arts 9 Honors, has attended 97% of the school days. So she's only missed 3% of school days. It doesn't tell us anything about how many class periods she's missed, because if the student is present at least 50%, they could be missing a few class periods each day and still be considered present for their school day attendance. So we also have this second column, this last column on the right, which is the number of absent periods from that particular course. So the student Abigail Reed has been absent one time from ELA 9 Honors. Above this table, on your version, you'll see a button that says select a single student from the list to view all student details. My button is right below the table, but because of teacher feedback, we moved that up, so you'll see it higher on your version. If you click a student name, you'll see that button turn from gray to purple, and then you can click there to view student information. That'll take you to the individual student dashboard. Above that, you'll see that school day attendance by month, and this is for whatever subgroup of students you have selected. So if you're just looking at all of the students that you have in any of your classes, then this, for example, so I have like all of my students for this pretend teacher in this pretend school. 96% of school days were attended in the month of August, and 87% of school days were attended in the month of November. If I pick just one individual student, we can pick Abigail Reed. We can see her attendance for the months that she was enrolled with this particular teacher. If we choose a different student, so I'll pick the second student because it looks like that first one wasn't enrolled for very long. So we can see that the student's attendance was pretty consistent through August and September, and then she attended all of the days in October. I can also pick a subset of students, so maybe I just want to look at a particular grade, so like a letter grade that they're earning in the class. So over here, I have A, B, C, D, and F as the letter grades being earned. I can actually click on any of those letters from there, and it'll show me all the students who are failing and what their attendance was. Above this school day attendance table, we also have a few little boxes that have additional information. So it shows how many students there are in the selection. So this is all of my students. Obviously 396 students is too many for one teacher, but I do have multiple teachers in this pretend data set selected just for, so we get some variety. So across these few teachers, there are 396 students and their average attendance is 90%. On your version, you will also see some additional boxes that have the school values. So you can see what your school's attendance rate is and how many students are enrolled in your school. The average number of course absences means the average number of periods that the student has missed this school year for each of their classes, or for whatever classes are selected. So I'm just looking at this as an English teacher. So as this English teacher, students have missed my English classes an average of 2 times. I can also see that class period absence down in this bottom left corner. So this is the average number of course absences by period. They're sorted in order. So I have my first period class here at the top, and it's the darkest purple with 2.24 average absences per student this year. So on average, everybody's missed that class about 2 times. If I look down at the bottom, this light green color, that's the best attendance or the fewest absences. And on average in that sixth period, students have missed 0.8, so less than 1 absent period this year on average. Above that table, we have the absent periods compared to the school day attendance. So this is where you can see kind of the relationship between how often a student is missing your class and how often they're missing school on the whole. So for example, if we go all the way over to the right-hand side of this particular graph, I have students who have like 8 or 10 or 11 absences. So this particular student has missed 11 times, and their school day attendance rate is pretty low, which is understandable, right? If they're missing my class a lot, they're probably missing school a lot. But if we go up a little bit higher, but stay to the right, these students over here have a lot of absent periods from my class, but their whole school day attendance is really high. And that means that they might just be missing my class and maybe one other one. But there's something that's going on. Either they're skipping this class on purpose, they're getting pulled out of this class for a particular reason. But these students are something of concern for sure, because they've missed my class a lot, but they aren't counted as missing school a lot. Alternatively, if we go to the bottom left corner of this graph, if there were students here, these would be students who have not missed my class, but who've missed school on the whole a lot, meaning that they're like only coming to my class. So these are students that I'm going to support really differently from the students who are over here, who miss my class a lot, but show up to school for the whole day. So again, it could be because of, they have some activity that they're always missing the same class period. Or it could be that they're skipping that particular class on purpose. All right, so that's it for the attendance tab. And in subsequent videos, we'll look at the other tabs.